Okay, so in this video, I'll be showing you how to use a pivot table or create it from scratch. Now, why you might think that we need a pivot table? So you see all this information over here. We want to do comparisons. Now, this is a shop, right? And you have different employees and they are salespeople. So they sell different products to customers. They sell like 3 products. The quantities are like the number of products they sell of that each day. And it records the sales for that amount of products, right? Now, when we want to do comparisons, what it means, let's say we want to know how much of sales did Jack make in total. We can use like formulas to like calculate that, like Jack over here, this plus that Jack, and then get the answer. But pivot tables do it for us. If we want to know how many what type of products Jack sold. Did he sell A? Did he sell B? How many of those products he sold? We can look over here and calculate it, but why do it when Excel can do it for us? So, to work with a pivot table, first step, go to Insert. Second step, see Pivot Table, you click. When you click this pivot table, right, you get this whole thingy-majingy thingy, right? But don't stress. We need to fill in the first thing here, table range. So the table we have right now, we need to make it into a pivot table. But they're saying, where is this information coming from? The table range. This table range is from this block to this block. So we can just put it like this and it'll give us the table range. There we go. So B4 to E11, right? Right, now, we're done with that. Now, you can either say new working worksheet or existing worksheet. Basically means, do you want the pivot table in the same worksheet over here? I don't want that. I want a new worksheet, a completely brand new worksheet, because I want this to disappear. So now I have to press OK. And there we go, we're in a new worksheet. Now, this is where you can analyze stuff. So let's say we want to know what products did a specific person sells, or the name of people, what products they sold. Now, rows and columns, what are rows? So let me just show you, okay, so you will understand. If I put name, so let me just drag it. So say I'm dragging it under rows. See what happens? Rows is Jack here. Now I might think rows is going like this, so why are we looking at that? Like this. Rows are technically this, right? But technically it is going like that, because you will see just now. And let's see if we want to put the quantity. So how much product do they sell each person, right? So you put down the rows, there we go. So Jack and Tom sold 2 products, so both of them sold 2, both of them sold 3. But the problem is we repeated Jack's right in our original table, so we'll have repeats over here. But normally there won't be repeats, right? But basically it tells you each one of them. But let's make it more better, right? Because this is a very bad comparison. Let's say we want to know what is the total sales of these 3 people. We got Jack, Sally, and Tom. We want to know as a manager what is the total sales. So we drag sales over here to rows, and there we go. The first Jack made 470 Rand, right, on the first day. Then Tom made 577, then Jack made 1007, and so on, right? So now I told you the total. Again, the reason why I'm getting 2 or 3 Jacks is in the previous original table, we had 4 Jacks. So what Excel is saying is they're treating the Jacks differently as different people. They're not the same person. And that is very, very good, because that is true. They're different people. The same name, but they're different people. So just Jack made 547 Rand. This Tom made 577 Rand. This Jack made 1007 Rand. So it makes complete sense, huh? Now, let's say if we drag down products over here too. Now, the product A. How much of product A did Tom sell? 577 Rand. How much of A? Jack sell? 1277 Rand. And then you get B. How much of these people made? So, you see how it's doing comparisons? What if I take products over here and put them in columns? When I put them in columns, the A and B comes over here. And let's say I want to know the total. So I put quantity. And if I put it under values, check what happens. So it tells me the quantity of how much each one made, right? So example, A will be the first number here, 2s and 2s and 3s and 3s. B will be these numbers, eh? So, and then the grand total is the total. So example, if I look, make comparisons, Jack made 5 products, sold 5 products of B. The total is obviously 5, and yeah. So that's how it works, eh? Tom sold 2 products of A. So yeah, so see how it works? Now, let's say I want to remove all this. So I just go there, remove, there, remove, there, remove. And I just want, let's say, the name, sum of quantities. Oh, the sum of quantities are still here. Let's say the name over here. And we want to know the total sales they made. So you put it under values. And there we go. So now the total sales Jack made is 2,831,000. Total sales salary 6,681. Tom made 577. And then it tells you the total revenue, the whole business is 10,089. So can you see how we can play with it? Depends what we want. Let's say we don't want sum of sales, we want sum of quantity. So under this value thingy, we'll take out sum of sales, we don't want that. We want the sum of quantity, put it under values, and there we go. So in total, Jack sold 10, Sally sold 15, Tom sold 2. In total, 27 products were sold. Let's say we want to know, yeah, that's all we can do, to be honest with you. The products, so we'll take out this, and then we put products under values. There we go, and it counts the products. So you see what's happening? So it sold 3 products, sold 3 products, sold 1 product. So that's how it works, right? So values gives the numbers, right? So again, if I want a name of the people under the rows column, oh, let's put columns over here. See? So see what's the difference? If I put it under column, that's how it goes. If I put it under rows, that is how it goes. So columns like that. And then the quantity, let's say sales, or let's say products, if I put it under here, it's going to be displayed like that. If I put it under columns, it's going to be displayed like that. Okay, and then as I change it, you see how it's changing. So yeah, so all you need to know is that with this pivot table, you can analyze stuff and basically make comparisons, right? So you see how I can make comparisons, how much of sales each one of them makes and so on. So yeah, so basically normally they'll show you a very better way of showing this data, because I got Jack's repeated and so on. I made this myself. But normally you'll have cars and all. It'll be structured where it's easy to put these things and get the answer. And yeah, but it's a simple way of showing you what's a pivot table. Don't forget to like and subscribe.